Hi and welcome to this short video presentation on applying the economic news items to the price chart and the options available for doing this. First thing we need to do is to come up to the news menu. I'm going to left click on this and you can see here that we've got the news items that are going to be released for today, or in this case have already been released. If you have the faint grey, the economic news item has already been released. You'll also notice the title. We've got the title here, we've got the country where the economic news item is going to come from, and also the time of its released. We've got the impact of how this is going to affect the market, whether it's high, medium or low. We have the forecast and the previous. We don't get the actual figure because the Forex Factory, where we get the news from, doesn't actually release that via the RSS feed that we actually use. If you want to look at the Forex Factory site, we've provided a link here, so I can left click on this. This will launch the browser with the actual released figures therein, which you'll see load there. But to be able to have the economic news items applied to the price chart has huge benefits, because if you forget to look at the Forex Factory website, you will be alerted on the price chart. And to access the settings for the economic news items, we go into settings. Again, I'm going to use the default one because this is the default settings that I want for the economic news items when I create new charts. So I'm going to left click on settings. I'm going to come down to news, and I'm going to show you the options that are available. Starting on the left hand side, we've got show low impact news items. Well, personally I don't bother with the low impact ones. I've got the checked medium and high impacts, and I've also got this option below to warn me beforehand, 10 minutes before and 5 minutes after, if after the economic news item, to show a markup on the chart, which we'll see in just a moment. We can display these as a line, or if we take this out, we'll end up with a shaded area, and also whether to remove the news items an hour after they've actually been out. This way it just cleans up the price chart. Below this we've got all of the countries where the economic news items are released from, and here I've just chosen to take the Euro, GBP and USD there. So what I'm going to have to do with these options now, I'm just going to take out display line, and what we'll do is just close the price chart. So what I'm going to do is to create a longer time frame, just so I can see the economic news items that are to be released later on today. And there we see the Bubba president speaking later. We've got the G20, the IMF meetings, and a member of the Federal Reserve also going to be speaking later. So these are now applied to the chart, and what I'm going to do is just to remove the news option there, so we can just spread this out a bit. So if I just come back down to settings, and this time I'm going to use the active chart, and what I'm going to do is just to show you how you can alter some of these settings. At the moment we have these shaded lines, and I'm just going to exaggerate this a bit and make it 10 minutes after as well. I'll just bring that back up, and then left click on apply to apply that to the chart, and you can see that we have this sort of gradation on the chart. And of course, if you go down into a smaller time frame, if I just create another chart, let's say the same one, GBP, and this time we'll go down to a 5 minute, and there you can see that shading there. You can also see the next one that's coming up as well in later on this afternoon. So to go back to the 15 minute, the economic news items now are actually placed onto the price chart. This way I have this visual representation of the Forex Factory applied to the price chart, and I can see when those news items are likely to come out. Let's just go back to the settings, and you will see that I have the option to remove economic news items that are an hour old, so they've been removed. So let me just click on apply and just bring those back from this morning as well. So you can see the economic news items there as well. Medium impact with the yellow vertical lines there. So what I tend to do is to remove these after an hour, as they're no relevance to the price chart, and I also prefer to have them displayed as a line. So we'll just select this and then left click on apply, and there we have the lines which I can see on the chart. Your choice is yours. You can display them as thicker lines with a gradation, or you can just display them as a line on the chart. Okay, so this ends this short video presentation on the economic news items, how to apply them to the price chart and how to modify them as well. If you have any difficulty with this, then please do contact a member of the support team. And until the next time, thanks for watching.